Welcome to the Level Up Lounge, your cozy, chaotic corner of conversation where we delve into the worlds of gaming, pop culture, and mental health. My name's Anthony, and with me is Nick, and we hope you enjoy this episode. All right, don't forget to take the Spotify off as well. Welcome in, everyone. We're a little bit orange, and that's perfectly fine.
Are we?
Yeah.
We are too. Oh, let's turn that off. I don't want to be able to hear.
How you all doing today? Welcome into the Level Up Lounge episode
7. Or should we say level 7 of the Level Up Lounge?
We've decided to rename the episodes to Levels because a good friend of mine brought it up, and I was like, this is such a good idea.
It is a really good idea, yeah.
And
I can't believe we didn't think of that.
No, I know, unfortunately.
But it is what it is, I guess.
Tonight is a special episode. Before we get into it, a very quick, how are you?
Good. Tired. Exhausted
Awesome.
and sore.
I'm also very
I can't
good.
feel my legs properly.
Jim?
Stairmaster. It is my natural enemy. 2 minutes. Yeah, it is my master. 2 minutes on level 7. I had sweat.
Oh, level 7.
Level 7. Yeah, I know. How appropriate.
How appropriate.
It was horrible.
It was horrible.
Oh, hello, Emily.
Tonight is a very special night. We have a special guest coming on the stream to talk about games and content and tech and all sorts of stuff. And that is the lovely Boxes of Foxes.
Yeah.
Foxes, foxes for me. Hi.
How's it going, Teagues?
I don't know.
Are you
why
nervous?
I'm nervous. Yeah.
Right?
Have you got sweaty hands?
Right?
Yeah, I got the clammy hands.
It's like you do, like, because I get this every week. I do this multiple times a week.
For a living, essentially. It's your job.
And then I get onto a podcast that is fresh, and I'm like, yeah, before I'm literally like freaking out. I'm like walking around in the shed and going up, making myself coffee, and I'm like, we're going to be live soon.
Got the nervous peas going on, you know?
For those that don't know you, Teagues, can you please introduce yourself?
Well, hi. Boxes of Foxes. I go by Foxie or Teagues. I am a cozy games content creator. I mainly stream on Twitch, but I also make some videos on YouTube. I've started a beginner tech channel, and I've got a few TikToks out there.
Just a couple?
But just a couple, yeah. But I strive in the cozy game space, and I strive to create an inclusive and safe community.
And that you do. I love your community. Absolutely fantastic
Oh.
community.
Oh, definitely.
They love you.
I spend quite a fair bit of time when I can. Actually, that doesn't make that's a terrible sentence, Anthony. I spend as much time as I can because we stream at relatively similar times.
Yeah, that's better.
So usually when you go live, I'm
Eva.
I'm
You
either
must be
making,
really
Alien?
nervous.
yeah.
Yeah. I wish we could like lower this picture up here
Yeah.
down a little bit, have it center stage.
I'm either making dinner or I'm just getting ready to stream. So I don't get to catch you as much as I'd like to, but when I do, I always love it. Always love it. So thank you for coming on. Firstly,
I'm a little lurker boy in a lot of these chats.
no, you're not.
I am. I am lately.
Just called out.
I wasn't, but I am recently because I'm trying to be
Is it all
supportive of
good?
my buds.
Okay, cool. Yeah, thank you so much for coming on. We
Thank you for
appreciate
having
you.
me.
And we're going to jump straight into the gaming news, I think.
Oh, are we?
If everyone's fine with that.
Lurks do make the
We've
Twitch
actually
go
got
around.
a lot. Sorry, I'm still learning how to use a microphone.
Doesn't stream.
No.
Is it not used to, what is these, condenser mics?
I'm just dynamic.
Oh, I was close.
I'm just no.
It's
You
either
won't.
either.
So first up, I do believe. Let's go with you first. What have
Me?
you got?
Are we only going with the one tonight?
Yeah, let's do the one because I've got a lot that I'd like to talk with Teagues about.
Yeah, that's fair. I saw while I was, trolling the internet for lovely things, Little Nightmares 3 announcement.
Which is absolutely amazing.
I've never played the first two, but I know that you loved them.
Yep.
And I found this and I was like, you know what? Anthony would probably love this.
So Teagues, have you played Little Nightmares?
I haven't played it, but again, I've watched you play it.
Yeah, okay,
And
yep.
It's very funny.
From what I understand, it is quite a terrifying little game.
It is. I didn't think it was going to be because it's cute.
Exactly.
It's very cute. Until it's not. And little old Ant here had quite a few screams and scares and jump backs.
I really would like to give it a go in preparation for this
It's
because it's got an online co-op.
Yes, so that was the main point that I was going to say about it is that I believe it's the first one that's got co-op.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
oh, that'd be fun.
So I definitely think that's something we should give
100%.
a shot.
Yeah. I as much as I hate horror games and I don't have a good time, it's for the content. It's for the content.
Now I know Teagues, you used to play Dead by Daylight.
Yeah.
Are you into horror games or was that just a one-off?
I like the idea of horror games. I don't like playing them.
You don't like being involved.
Yeah.
You like to look at them from afar.
So I used to be a Dead by Daylight streamer, and I find Dead by Daylight not scary. Because you have your objectives, you know what you're doing. There's strategy to it. Blah blah blah.
The parkour style zombie game where you're like
that's Dying Light.
Dying Light. Oh, never mind. Dead by Daylight.
Can you explain? The one where it's like, so 4 survivors, 1 killer kind of thing. Survivors have to do tasks to get out of wherever they are, and then killer has to kill them.
I was just trying to remember if I'd played it or seen it. I've seen it played. There's like lockers and stuff you can hide in. There's like a big spike there. Yep.
Was it the first one of that kind? Because there's a few of them out now, isn't there? I remember that Resident Evil had one.
Can't remember what it's called. Resident Evil did a collaboration with Dead by Daylight. So Nemesis is now in Dead by Daylight.
Okay, yep. And is there a couple of others? I know there was a Dying Light did one as a add-on.
Oh, did it?
Where there was 1 zombie and 4 survivors.
I just want to point out that I'm pretty sure that COD and Halo did that originally as well.
Did they?
Yeah, Halo had a zombie mode where there was 3 Spartans, and let's pretend you were the Covenant zombie-like thing, and you had extra powers, extra jump. You had you had a claw instead of an energy sword, and you had to hunt them down around the map. And obviously, if they killed you, you won. But if you killed them,
the
you won.
It's been around for a while then.
Yeah.
It's probably the first one that did it to the for the way that Dead by Daylight's done
definitely.
Because Dead by Daylight's huge.
The Halo one was a lot of fun, but yeah.
I remember sitting with you at, was it the first PAX? And there was in GG Easy's, and there was a big group of just Dead by Daylight people. It was just Dead by Daylight.
And that's all they were talking about.
And there was about 10 to 15 of them. And at the time, I hadn't interacted with Dead by Daylight too much. And I was like, is this that popular?
I've seen a lot of it on TikTok, but that's pretty much all I've really seen of it.
It's
it's good.
A phenomenon.
Phenomenon?
Yeah.
Phenomenon? You know how to English.
Little Nightmares 3. So back on.
It looks really. There was a couple of other things I had, but that one was the most exciting, I thought, other than some Star Wars stuff. But we can save that for next week. Yeah.
For it.
2024, I believe, is all that's written.
Was it?
That's this year.
I believe, yes. It just says to be announced 2024.
So realistically, probably 2025.
Just initial release date 2024. That's it. I know the trailer came out last year, maybe.
Yeah.
I remember seeing the trailer at least anyway, and I was like, okay, that looks sick.
Oh, this is the first I saw it because I was just having a look and it come up in my. So I've been getting a lot of news notifications because obviously we're doing this and I'm looking at more of it on my phone. You know, you swipe through and you're like, ooh, that looks like fun.
Yeah. Now, Teagues, you've got some news as well, don't you?
Hit us up. Let's go.
There's a few. Gaming related, I'm just very excited to try the Princess Peach game. I've been seeing a lot of people playing it, and I'm really
Yes.
keen to like sink my teeth into it when I get around to it because Stardew Valley is taking over my life right now.
Right. Right.
It's so
Good game. It's good game.
good.
I don't have over 500 hours in that game at all.
Wait until you get the
I
new
think I have
update.
like 800.
No, it's a good game. It's a good game.
Beaten.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
All right, well, let's touch on
Um,
that very quickly.
Mm,
What farm are you playing?
Meadowlands currently, the one
Meadowlands?
with the chickens.
Nice.
Yeah, same.
And I'm fairly sure I remember their names, but what's our chickens' names?
Biscuit and honey.
I love it.
Mine's just chicken
You're
one,
very
chicken two.
Chicken one, chicken two.
Oh
They
my
don't have good names right now.
Your poor chickens.
Oh, the cat's
Do
name's
you think
Cat.
what
So.
I'm thinking, chicken one? I think I am chicken two.
Exactly. They're not poor names. They're very thoughtful and well thought out. Thank you.
Chickens in pajamas.
Yeah, exactly.
Coming
Exactly.
down
I've only got two.
the
I'm not going to get any more now.
honey,
Just for
honey, and it was honey and biscuit, wasn't it?
Yeah, that
Yep.
was the names that they were given like default, and I'm in
Yep.
love with them. Respectfully.
Wait, you got those as default names?
default names with biscuit and honey.
What are yours named?
Well, now
What,
mine's
chicken and chicken?
Toby and Junior.
Oh.
But
Wait,
my
what
first ones were like Gertrude and
Why didn't you keep that? It's an amazing name for a chicken.
Because it's
Gertrude the chicken.
Yeah,
'cause it's-
Gertrude the chicken. She sounds like an old lady.
Yeah,
And
but
she's lovely.
It was
How
a,
could you?
She's a young chicken.
it was
Exactly.
she was a young hen.
She's a spring chicken.
no. Sorry to anyone out there
No,
named
no.
Gertrude, but
Poor Gertrude. She just wanted to be loved.
and the other one I can't remember what it was. It was another strange name,
Not good
like
enough.
Nick or something like that.
Savage. That would have been a good chicken name.
And
as good as
how are you
Gertrude, though.
finding the new update?
Well, there's a lot to explore, but I do have a qualm that clay is now less easy to get. And it's all based on luck.
Oh,
And I need
really?
to build a silo.
Yeah, well,
and
that
it's
was.
taken me 2 streams to get 8 clay. 8.
Mhm,
I'm glad
mhm.
you said that because I was actually playing today,
I always thought it was a bit of a pain to get in the first place.
and someone said,
There
go
was
and
a
get clay.
tactic.
Yeah, and I was at the you find a piece of clay and go up and 4 across or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I did that today,
clay farming.
and someone said it to me, so I did it. Got the first one, and they're like, "Just keep doing it." And I was like, "Okay." Did it the second time, and it didn't work, and I was like, "Thanks." And they were like, "Oh
Mhm.
wait, that should have worked." But yeah,
Because it broke.
I want a
Or
silo
it was
as well,
fixed
and it's not like hard card clay, man.
in the mines.
Clay. Not even in the mines. I try and mine in the mines for clay, and I get cave carrots, which aren't bad, but I don't need 10 of them. I need 10 clay. I'm fine. It's okay.
It's okay. I'm fine.
Just
It's
walking up to
fine.
Robin and look, I don't have any clay, but would you accept cave carrots?
Yes. Can't you
They have
buy
clay
it?
on them,
They
please.
have clay on them. Can you buy it?
Can't you buy clay? I
Yeah,
thought
but
you could buy
I'm a
clay.
poor farmer.
Get good.
Yeah, we don't have money.
We just came to Stardew Valley.
Yeah, true.
We just got here, man.
Maybe we should go and talk to Jojo and see if they'll give us a loan.
Ew. Ew. I don't have that
Okay.
achievement.
I think
I
I'm about
still
to
look.
get
I've,
kicked out of this.
I have
room.
played obviously 600 hours of Stardew Valley. Not once, not ever once have I gone with Jojo. I can't even do it for the achievement.
You haven't done it either, Teeks.
I haven't yet. It's on my list because
It's
like, I
on-
want to do an evil run, but
Yeah.
like
It's too hard.
It's on my
hard to
list
be
as
a bad
well. But
person.
every time I do it, I'm like, this time around, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And then
do it.
they come in with the voucher, and he has his little spiel, and I'm like, you're done. You're done,
Get out
Jojo.
of this shop,
I'm gonna-
boy.
Push you into the ground. I'm gonna shut you down forever. I get
Listen.
so angry.
Yeah,
Oh.
I can't do it either. I'm gonna have to close my eyes one day and just do it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
He's
Or
waving
just-
his ticket. You know what? That Morris guy ain't half bad.
Yeah. I'm in danger.
Oh.
But yes, the new Peach game.
Mm.
So I don't
Yeah.
actually.
I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, I don't know much about it, and I'm a massive Mario fan.
Tell us
But
about.
for some reason, I haven't actually seen anything about the new Peach game. Can you tell us a little bit
I've
about
just seen that she has like 50,000 outfits and 50,000 levels, and she looks really cute. And I just want to play as Pretty Peach.
So it's a cosmetic simulator. Nice.
No, it's a platformer.
It is a
Peach
platformer.
Showtime.
Yeah, I had someone raid me the other night, and they had just finished it, and they said it's like about 14 to 16 hours of gameplay.
It's not bad at all.
Yeah, like
No.
comfortably.
Oh, that's
And
right.
I'm like,
I have seen it. The different levels are different themes, and each different level you have a different costume, right? Is
Yeah.
that correct? So there's like an outback theme. There's a chefing theme.
It's like a mermaid. It's really cool.
And you can get pink controllers,
Yeah, you can.
and they're stunning. They are amazing
Love
controllers. I want to get some
pastel
for Addie.
everything.
My Switch needs new controllers because my children are little buttholes, and they leave it on the ground and it gets stood on, doesn't it?
I don't know. You're telling the story.
That is a descriptor.
It's the middle of the night. You know, you get up to go to the toilet, you get off the couch because I don't live with them, and then there's a Switch just happens to be on the floor, and you hear a crunch, and you're like, "Why does my foot hurt?
Yeah.
Why is the Switch broken?"
I get that with Addie's toys.
Yes,
Stand on it, and it's just like crunch.
it's pencils at the moment for autumn.
I just leaving pencils everywhere. Yeah.
Just leaving pencils, or like she's cleaned all the pencils up, and then you find one because you step on it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, look,
Better than
Miko
Lego.
puts the Switch back when she's done. So
I wish. How have you got it so well trained? Wish my children were that well trained.
Come out and Miko's playing Stardew Valley. He's
Yeah.
got a little cat called Miko Jr. It's just a full day of filling up the water bowl.
and the chickens are called dinner and breakfast.
Those are good names too.
They are.
Yes, I'm also excited to give that a shot, which I forgot about until you just brought it up. So thank you.
You're
It looks pretty cute.
And you have some tech news as well, I believe.
I do. So, I think it was literally today, Elgato put out a tweet about the new Facecam Mark II, which I'm currently using the Facecam, right? So it's like a 1080p 60 thing, but the Facecam Mark II has high dynamic range image, which if you don't know what that is, I'll like go a little bit into it. It's basically the
Okay.
camera will take like two images, so like one at really high exposure and then the other one at really low exposure, and take the best bits out of both, merge them together, and then you get really great video.
So it's like the
Yeah.
the Google when it takes the Google Pixels when it takes photos, it does like a raw
Yeah.
JPEG, and then it basically AI edits the exposure and stuff up.
Well, this one
That's really
doesn't
cool.
AI, so
I say
this
I put it
one's
in
just
quotations
adds
because
it
I don't know if that's what it
Yeah.
does, but yeah.
But
better.
and like it also does 720p but 120 frames, so you can do slow-mo.
Ooh, heck
Ooh.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get one.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to get some.
And it's the same price point as the Facecam, so I'm really excited.
It looks like even just the face cam in general, because I've got I've got the old Logitech C920, and
Oh my gosh, right, yeah.
she's not good.
No.
I call it my
Respectfully, no.
potato cam.
Isn't
and
that the same one that you've lent me?
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. And I told you at the time,
It's
I was like,
great.
it's not.
It's good. It's good.
It's.
so
I was
good.
like, it's not the best, but
it makes my
you've got
forehead
a
look even
camera.
bigger.
Yeah, look,
Well,
it does its job.
it does its job.
Exactly.
Yes, it's a good. It's an all right entry point if that's what you're able to get.
When you
Yeah.
scale it down to about 15 centimeters by 15 centimeters on a phone screen on Twitch, looks great.
But
Put it on a 3440 by 1440 monitor, doesn't it look great?
the face cam looks fantastic.
It does, yeah.
Do you have to tweak
Yeah.
it much?
Not a lot. Basically, I lower the ISO a little bit, just so it's not like wow.
Yeah.
And I up the saturation and the contrast a little bit and the sharpness, but it's not like massive tweaks. Like this
Yeah.
is pretty much stock standard. If anything, the saturation is the thing I tweak the most because I like vibrant colors.
Yep.
'Cause
Which is
it's
fair.
fun, right? But yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good. Like it was a night and day difference. I went from the Logitech Stream Cam, and literally like black and white night and day. It was
Yep.
crazy.
You did a
seeing
video
it.
on it, didn't you? With the
Yeah,
comparisons.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember watching
It's
it
actually
and,
it's
and being
funny
like,
because
whoa.
I was writing a script today and I was like, what did I say in that video? And then I went and
possum.
looked at the video. We have
Sorry.
a friend.
Yeah, that was a possum running across the roof. because
Hello.
country Australia.
Yeah, of course.
Uh,
Yeehaw,
that
brother.
sounds really cool. I think I might have to go watch that video.
Yeehaw. No, I remember seeing the video and not realizing what the difference was, and then seeing when you compare it next to each other, it is night and day. It's amazing.
Yeah.
How different it is.
I did it infomercial style. So it was like, are you sad about bad quality camera? It was hilarious, actually. I am really proud of that video.
You should
Gonna
be.
have to go watch it later.
Yeah, do it.
I will, I
Everyone
will.
do it.
On the
Go and
cloud.
watch
Yeah,
it.
all of you.
Please.
Everyone. This is not. No, I'm not going to say that. Actually,
We're getting violent out
I'm
here. Holy
gonna
crap!
stop.
Reel it in.
But yes, so new face cam that does sound amazing. I think that's probably something we can look into for you.
Yeah, and you if you want one, because that'd be really cool.
It
It might even be handy
I
to
could
sort
definitely
of.
use one.
It might be handy to level up our podcast with. I think I'm done, guys. I think I'm gonna have to go home.
I do have this button here,
I think you're suddenly fired.
which will give a nice little applause that we can't hear. Hopefully others can.
I really wish you had to press the crickets.
Oh,
That would have been a good one.
That would have
actually.
been better.
that would have been.
All right. Well, gaming news and tech news aside, actually there is one more thing.
Oh yeah.
Just a quick one.
Go for it. What is it?
So all three of us,
Mhm.
will be heading to DreamHack next month.
We will.
I'm
And-
so excited.
Yeah, I'm so keen. Mostly, I'm excited for DreamHack because I thank you to the lovely Boxes of Foxes. Last year, I was able to attend on the Sunday,
That's me.
and it looked like a lot of fun.
That's me.
I didn't get to check all of the bits and pieces out, but we got to see a fair bit, and I'm super excited to see friends. Because that's what conventions have come.
Yeah.
Like that's what they've become. I get a chance to meet up with all of these friends that I'm making over Twitch, and it's a fantastic 3 days or 2 days or whatever it is.
Yeah,
so-
like even though I wasn't creator last year, Twitch PAX was really good for meeting people and
yeah,
just hanging out with meeting some of the people that you've made friends with over the years. And I'm like, these are cool people. I know all these. What do I do?
and see, they're easy to get along with too.
Yeah, I know. No, it's good.
No.
Bye.
I don't want to speak to you.
I'm here for Anne. I don't know what you're on about.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. That's fine. I'm just a tag along. It's all right. I won't
Well,
make
I'm not
myself
gonna
cry
say
on stream.
Are you excited?
excited is an understatement. I am heckin' keen.
No.
I have ideas, but I don't want to share them because like I gotta make sure I can do them and stuff like that.
Yes, yeah.
Blah blah blah. But like, oh, I have ideas, and I'm so keen to see everyone. And I'm just so keen to see how they've built on it from last year because last year was great. They did really really well. It was like the perfect size convention for me for someone who gets like very overstimulated and overwhelmed quite quickly. So that it was perfect. And I'm really keen to see the same vibes this year.
Yes. I really
One-
enjoyed the outside area they had last time with the bean
Mhm.
bags and stuff like that. I feel like I love PAX, but I get so overwhelmed.
One of the things I
Yeah.
found that helped me with PAX was the noise cancelling headphones that I had at the time, or the earbuds.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially
I
in
need to
that
get me
waiting
some.
area where there's 100 or 150 people all standing in the room waiting for that countdown. Everybody's talking at the same time. Music's blasting. I'm just like, I need to go, but
Yeah.
I can't because I'm surrounded by about 100 different people.
Yeah.
It's
Chuck them bad boys and I was fine.
yeah, like I love PAX, but I get so overwhelmed. At DreamHack last year, there was number one. There's an area that you if they're having it in the same place, which I believe they are. There is a area where you walk from one building to another, and to go from two different parts of the show, and just that little walk outside is enough to let you go, oh,
Yeah.
okay, recenter, I'm good. And massive difference. Massive difference.
I agree. Like getting that fresh air, getting that like from like loud noise inside to loud noise outside, like your ears just get a break as well. And
Mhm,
like I
Yes.
just find you're outside and you're like, oh, okay, cool, shake it off, and then
Yeah.
just keep going. Like,
Yeah. And they had
So
plenty
good.
of seating outside and things like that, which was also nice. What is he doing up there?
He's having a party.
He's going to
He's
invite
inviting his
Asher up there soon.
friends.
Yeah. I'm surprised Benji's not going off. Or is it a bird?
Maybe he's trying to get in.
Is it a plane?
Like, let me into the
It's
podcast.
Super Ant.
What are you guys doing in here?
Yeah, so that was my extra little piece. Both myself and Teagues will be creators
So excited.
at DreamHack, which is awesome. And I know I've got a lot planned. It's good to hear that you've got a lot planned as well. I feel in general, our little group, I shouldn't call it a group, but like
Click.
Our click.
no, not click, not click. We're not mean girls.
So we had the same train of
Sorry,
thought.
Our
you,
very
you can't
exclusive
sit with
group.
us. You're wearing
You're
blue
not
today.
wearing pink today. Mm.
I'm wearing blue. Yeah.
Our little friend group, I feel like
Mm.
everyone's making so much content and pushing to do new things, and all these ideas are coming up.
100%.
It's very inspiring, number one, and it's very exciting. I love it.
Yes.
I absolutely love it.
Yes. I'm 100% keen to see like what everyone does and what I can learn from as well, because we have
Yeah.
some very talented people in our friend circle. So
I know, and every time I go to one of these expos, like I come home feeling so inspired, and so I know last time when from PAX, that day that we were coming home, the entire time me and you were talking about this.
Mm.
We're like, all right, level up. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Because we did have the idea at last PAX. We were pitching it to a couple of people.
Yeah.
And but on that train ride home, it was just constant, like, I'm so keen for this. Let's do this. And I think if we hadn't have gone to PAX, probably a big chance this wouldn't have happened.
It's either that or it would have taken a little bit longer.
Yes. Yeah.
Because it did take a little bit for us to, kick it into
Get
gear
there.
and not set everything up the day before.
Like today.
Which we
or
didn't
the day
do.
of. Anyway, feels called out here.
But it was good because it makes for a little bit more chaos, and I like that.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know what chaos is.
No, of course. None of that.
So how would you explain your stream again, Cozy?
Strive to create an inclusive safe space with a side of chaos. Maybe?
Speaking of content,
What a good segue.
yes, what a good segue. I wanted to have a chat with you about gaming and content today, sort of shine a light on you, or not.
Hangs up the call.
Suddenly I've got a very important business call to take.
So what's that, Mum? Yeah, okay, no.
What's your mum doing here?
I don't know.
God.
I wanted to ask
Hi, Mum.
you a little bit about your gaming journey. First off,
Yep.
All
right.
So what is your earliest memory of video games?
Okay, yeah, that one. Oh, yeah. PS1 hooked up to my mum's tiny box TV, sitting on her bed, playing Crash Bandicoot 1.
Nice.
Best.
That's a good intro game.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I kept dying, so I'd, hand it to my sister. She'd get past the hard bit, be like, "Hey, thanks, 3-year-old me." Like,
I can't do this.
my fingers don't reach all the buttons. What do I? Huh? Like, that honestly shaped my childhood. It was Crash Bandicoot, obviously 1, 2, and 3. Warped was my favorite.
Yeah.
And then Spyro, Year of the Dragon. So I'd never played Spyro 1 or 2, just Year of the Dragon.
Good game.
Love it. Love going around finding all the dragon eggs and going to all the different worlds and stuff.
Yes.
And then when we got to PS2, my mom and sister played GTA San Andreas a lot, but they wouldn't let me play it because
You were
older
young.
game, but they'd let me watch it.
Okay, well, I
But
mean,
not
my parents did
play
the same
it.
thing. Yeah, Dad played Resident Evil a lot. We were not allowed to play it, but he never ever told us to leave the room when we were watching it. He'd just be playing it, and we'd be like, and he's like, huh, okay.
Oh, yeah, you're not allowed to play this though.
don't ever touch it.
Never had anything
one
like that.
one night, my sister went to a party because she was in high school, and my mom was like, "Do you want to play GTA?" And I was like, "Oh my god, is my moment!" I was like, "Yes." And then she just like went to the other room, and I was playing it. My sister came home, was like, "What's going on?" And I'm like, "I'm playing GTA." It was a moment, but then like from there, it was just like Grand Theft Auto, and then like any other games that piqued my interest from like EB Games or Game Traders or something like
Yeah.
that. I wasn't really like a gamer until I got a PS3.
Okay, yep.
And then we got GTA 5, obviously, but my friend was like, "Hey, you'd probably really like this game," and lent me Skyrim.
Big mistake. No, not
And
big
then
mistake.
it began.
Huge mistake, but best mistake of my life because God, I sunk hours upon hours upon hours into that game and looked up every walkthrough to try and get every single thing. I worked at Grilled at the time, so I would go to school, go to work, and then close up the shop, come home, play 3 hours of Skyrim, and do it again.
Yep.
Rinse and repeat. Yeah.
That's the same as me.
Yep.
Same as me. And
Except that didn't work.
I had my brother-in-law in with me as well, and he didn't play a massive, like he played COD and a couple of other things as well, like some shooters and stuff like that. And we were living in the flat out the back of Kayla's parents' place, and so he was pretty young. He was like 13, 14, very impressionable. And he came out one day. I was playing it. He's like, "What you playing?" I was like, "New game called Skyrim. It's fantasy RPG." And he was like, "Okay, cool." And he just sat down and continued sitting down and continued sitting down. And it got to the point where Kayla came out one day, and it was the morning, and she'd gone to sleep. She woke up and she's like, "Tyson, get out right now. Get out." And he was like, "Huh?" She's like, "Get out." And so he hopped up, walked out, and I was like, "What's the matter?" And she's like, "Turn that off. Go to bed." And I was like, "Shit, okay."
Yeah, right.
She's like, "You've been playing that nonstop all week. I have not seen you." I was like, "Skyrim, man."
I have been a Bethesda fan since Morrowind, so I feel ya.
Yeah.
I knew Skyrim was coming out. I pre-ordered the Legendary edition of Skyrim, got all the editions and stuff, and then I spent, I think, 3 or 4 days just straight playing it when it first came out in my little caravan, because I had a little caravan bungalow when I lived with mums, my own space, and that and Pokemon Gale of Darkness. I didn't
Smashed
leave.
it.
I didn't leave except to pee and eat. And that was it.
I think Skyrim is a lot of people's gateway game.
It definitely is.
I can hear it actually.
Yeah,
now.
You can hear it?
stumpies.
Yeah, okay.
I heard
We're not
it,
just
yeah.
making things up. There is something in the roof. No. Because I think it was that way for my brother. Like my brother always played. Was that you?
Yeah.
Okay. My brother always played games, but not hardcore. Like he'd play a game here and there, but he never sat down and really focused and just, dug right into it. Skyrim, we lost him. He was gone. And then it
too good.
went on to Dragon Age.
Oh, yep. Love Dragon
and
Age.
a whole bunch of other fantasy ones that are similar to Skyrim. Fable.
I'm so keen for Fable 4.
Yeah, so am I. Such a good game. On that note, do you have a favorite video game?
Tell us.
I can't choose one. I have 3.
That's fine.
Yeah.
We can deal with that.
So because if I choose one, I feel like I'm cheating on the other. But
I think I know what these are. Can I have a guess?
Yeah, you absolutely can.
Okay. All right. Sims?
No.
No.
Oh, we're starting off weak.
Okay.
Starting off strong.
Okay,
eh?
my first one's bad.
Yeah.
It's a good game, but
Stardew?
No.
Oh my, I'm so bad at this.
Look, come on. Go 3 for 3. Let's go.
Minecraft.
No.
Oh, come on.
3 for 3, baby.
Okay, so while I absolutely
for the
adore
negative
all
hat
three
trick.
of those games, my top 3 games are story games that like really gripped me, and I don't play them very often because they are emotional for me.
Okay, yep, that's fair. That's fair. Hit me.
So, Skyrim.
I should have
It's
thought.
almost like-
How did I
was
not
waiting.
know that?
It's almost like we just talked about.
I was waiting
this.
for you to say Skyrim. I was like, why are you not? Let's go see if you can go 3 for 3 and get them all wrong.
Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh, yeah, top tier, top
Baldur's
tier.
Ah.
Gate 3 made me cry so much. And now I'm like emotionally burnt out on it. I'm not like burnt out on playing the game, just like I'm like, I can't keep progressing through my 3rd playthrough because I'm going to get sad.
Yep, that's fair.
Fair.
That's fair.
And I'm like, huh. So that, and then Horizon Zero Dawn.
Top tier, top tier,
Yours is pretty similar to mine.
top tier.
They're all 3 of those are in my top 5. Not my top 3, not all of them, but definitely top 5. I also add in BioShock and Last of Us for me.
I've watched The Last of Us. Like, I've watched people play it. I can't play zombie games. I don't know
That's
what it
fair.
is. I just can't do it. But like watching it, I'm like, yep,
I cry
chef's kiss.
every
Yep.
time.
Only Skyrim's in my top.
Even watching someone else play it. I watched Emmy Louie play it, and I was emotional from just watching that, and then I had to go back and play it again.
Yeah, only one of those is in my top 3, and that's Skyrim.
Really?
Yeah.
So what are the other 2?
You've never played Skyrim.
Dragon Age, the series of Dragon Age.
Okay.
Absolutely love Dragon Age. I did a replay through of that the other day. And the Mass Effect series.
Oh, okay. Not Andromeda?
I really I enjoyed Andromeda.
Okay.
But
I only played like 10 minutes. of
it shouldn't have been
Yeah, I struggled with it.
Mass Effect. Yeah, but that's because you had bug after bug after bug.
Yep.
Andrew or Burgess has recently replayed it and he's had a lot of fun with it.
I know, but it's scarred in my mind.
No, that's fair.
I had
Those are my top 3 at the moment.
I had frame issues. Like I was dropping down to 2 frames. Yeah, it was so bad.
Huh?
It was like I had bullet time. So I'd shoot my gun and it'd start lagging, and I could see the bullet slowly move.
You had
through
bullet
the
time.
air. And I was like, and like I'd jump and it'd be like,
You had bullet time. That's all that was.
and I'm like, oh, I can't do this. I can't play this.
Maybe your computer was just
No.
trash.
It was a console.
Maybe your console was just trash.
It was brand new. And I wasn't the only one that had the issue.
No, that was what you played it on release. No, it has come a long way. It has come a very long way.
Yeah, but
And I've never had any issue with it except for some of the facial expressions, which you're going to get that with a AAA
you
game.
get that in real life.
Exactly.
Sometimes I have really weird facial
You do,
expressions. Just
you
saying.
But no, I don't know.
No. I just seen your face and I was like, no.
No, those are my top 3, definitely.
Nice. Favorite console? Do you have a favorite console?
Switch.
Switch, yeah. Okay, that is.
Will probably, it'd have to be the Switch.
I keep touching it. And It's
Wow.
really annoying me.
It was aggressive.
I keep
Apparently,
touching
Get
it.
outta here.
apparently he doesn't like the Switch.
Nope. No, I like the Switch, but it's not my
I'm
favorite.
out, I'm done.
That's 2 for 2 on the Switch, though. Elliot's was the Switch as well.
Mm.
So that's 2 guests. Favorite was Switch.
It's
I
just
don't-
because it's so portable.
Yeah, I'm the same.
And like I can play it anywhere, but like the games that I love are on like PlayStation.
Yeah.
And I
Mhm.
grew up on a PlayStation. But like so if I didn't have a Switch in my life, it would be the PlayStation.
Yes.
Like, I think we're the same here. We're both very Nintendo based growing up.
Mhm.
Obviously, like mum had all the Nintendos and stuff, and that was all I played as a kid. But then neighbors had a PlayStation, played those, loved Max Payne. It was one of the first games I ever played.
Nice.
We're coming in with the traumatic games. And then ever since Halo came out, I was just an Xbox boy.
Yeah.
Until I started playing WoW again.
I was
But that's not really a console thing.
I was always
Game Boy Advance was my favorite, actually.
Yeah, I was
sorry.
gonna say I was always a portable player. So I have my Game Boys. I've still got my original SP over there, a Rip Curl Game Boy Advance SP.
I've got my original.
What a
see-through.
weird collaboration.
Is
Right?
yours see-through?
No, it's just there.
I got the see-through Game Boy Advance.
Oh, the
I've got my
the-
Game Boy Color.
I got a
you
yellow
got Game
one.
Boy Color. Yeah, I don't have mine anymore. I had one of the Pokemon ones.
I had one
I
of
lost
the Game Boy Pockets,
Yep. Yeah.
the big chunky boy. And then I had a
Oh.
yellow Game Boy, whatever it was, and then the see-through Game Boy Advance.
Yeah.
And then I never got an SP because I was poor.
I was
Had
I
to
was
buy
always
the backlight edition.
I was always portable. Apart from a couple of consoles we had here and there, but most of my portables were like bought by grandparents.
Mhm.
So like my first Game Boy, I got the Game Boy, and I got Tetris. And at the time, I was like, "This is a game for babies."
Yeah, but now you're just like,
This is a center for ads.
I was like, well, I mean, and then later that day, I did get Pokemon Yellow and Top Gear Rally. I think.
Pokemon Blue
Oh my god.
was my first.
Oh, Blastoise. Yeah.
Ew, who goes with Blastoise? Charmander all the way.
It's Pokemon Blue, I'm saying.
Yeah, I know, but not Blastoise. Get him out of the picture.
Yeah. Charmander,
The
Charizard.
yeah, exactly. The first gym is a rock gym, so you have to go with a fire type.
Nope, Bulbasaur.
Just to make your life a little bit harder.
Bulbasaur, Superior.
Bulbasaur.
Yep, Rock Gym.
You heathen.
Leaf leaf attacks.
No, you heathen.
Super effective against
No,
Rock.
no.
And then you've got a water straight after.
No, you can't
Super
metagame
effective.
Pokemon. This is wrong.
And then by that time, you've gone through Mount Moon, so you should have a Geodude.
no,
And
you can't.
and the electricity
can't-
gym's easy. It's a straight
you
run.
can't do this.
It's
to
a
me.
straight run.
No.
It's a who would pick Charmander?
Me.
Why?
The cool kids, obviously.
I think you're hurting your soul.
No,
He
I
is.
picked Charmander as well. I just wanted to argue.
Charmander because it's a dragon, or at least it looked the most like a dragon. You can't
No,
pick
it's
the
actually
friggin-
fire. It's actually
I know
a
it's
fire
not.
type.
It looked like a dragon. All right, you're gonna die.
It took me a second. I was like, but he is a dragon.
Oh, I gotta do it. I gotta do it.
No, you don't.
Dragon is not across your face.
Oh,
There
come
we
on.
go.
I was gonna.
You can't just say like I gotta do it and then like expect me not to snipe it. Though.
Yeah, see, I was gonna do it as well, but I was restraining myself. You know.
But my first Pokemon game was Pearl.
Really?
have I?
Mm-hmm.
I've never played Pearl.
What?
I had
Was
both.
that
I had Diamond and Pearl, but
yeah, Diamond and Pearl. Okay, I've got Diamond.
That's so far away from blue and yellow and red.
yeah, I know. Because I didn't really get into consoles, like handheld consoles, until I was like in primary school, and it was when like all past
a
Game Boy.
baby.
My first was a DSi, so
Yep.
Fair, yeah.
yeah.
I stopped playing for a little while after Ruby and Sapphire,
Same. Except I did play Emerald when it came out, but only because a friend had it.
and then I picked it back up at X and Y, and then
Right,
went back.
I have played about second gym of Pokemon Sword and Shield, and that's it.
Sword and Shield was good.
I haven't played much of Sword and Shield.
And then Daniel
But
come
I
and
did-
took over my save and finished it for me.
I know a lot of people. There's a lot of people that aren't big fans of the new ones.
I don't mind it. It's just I'm not as into Pokemon as I used to be.
I think that's the same with me.
Same.
I finished the games, and like back in the day. Oh,
No, I
really?
didn't.
You're
I
not
didn't
the only one though.
finish- I didn't finish Violet. No.
You're not the only one. There's a lot of old school Pokemon players that jump on it, and then they don't finish it. I get excited every time I see a new one,
Oh, same. 100%.
but
But I won't touch it.
I know, yeah, I
Like
never.
is it Legend Z or whatever that's
Yes,
just been
yeah.
announced? Looks amazing.
Yeah, it
Mm.
does. Yeah,
I'm really excited for it. Like I'm really excited for a dense city.
Yeah.
And like having it really compact. I'm like, yes, let's go. Like it reminds me a bit of Stray. And I'm like, yes. But like, I don't know if I'm gonna finish it.
No, I don't know. I'm just not. I love Pokemon. Love it to bits. And I've got a giant Gengar and a giant Mimikyu at home on either side of my TV. So when I'm laying in bed and I look up in the middle of the night and it's dark and you see Gengar, his
horrifying.
menacing face on one side of the TV and Mimikyu on the other, you're just like, geez, this is all right. But other than that,
This is great.
yeah, exactly.
I'm the same as you though. I looked at Legend Z, and I was like,
I need to
so
get Big
excited,
Eevee.
very excited
Mm.
about this. I haven't finished Arceus
Didn't even know it was a game.
because
Never.
didn't really care. I played a
Fair.
lot of it. It was fantastic. New type of Pokemon game where it's not
Yeah.
all based on gym leaders and all this other stuff. There was bosses. There was boss encounters where you can dodge and roll and throw stuff at the Pokemon. Brand new. I don't care.
So
So like I don't know why.
It just wasn't. It was Pokemon, but it wasn't.
Yeah, but it was enjoyable Pokemon.
Maybe
was-
you were just depressed at the time. That's why you couldn't get into it.
No, I don't know. But it was the same
Jokes
with.
on you, I'm always depressed. Oh,
Hey.
I'll never get into it. What made you try out content creation?
Segue.
okay.
Segue.
Segue.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
this is actually a good one because like I had my Skyrim obsession and stuff like that, but I did love The Sims all throughout my childhood and stuff like that. We had The Sims 1, we had The Sims 2, Sims 3. Every time my sister would get the new Sims game, I'd get the old ones and just play the heck out of them. So like Sims was big, but it wasn't like up there. But when I got into my first ever adult relationship, oh my god, he was into like making gaming videos and stuff like that, and I was like, this is weird. What people watch you play games? Like, you know,
Cringe.
like that mindset of like people sit there and watch you play games. What?
Yeah.
But then he was like, there's Sims YouTube, and I was like,
Uh-oh.
what is that? And then I was opened up to the world of there's build videos, there's let's plays, there's blah blah blah. I'm like, there's a whole universe of people like me who love this game. So then I was like, I want to try that. I want to try sharing my like Sims builds with the world and like stuff like that and like my stories and things. And I did. I made a YouTube channel. This was like 6 years ago now, I think. And I was pretty good. Like I got to a point where I was uploading every day. Every day I was making videos.
That's impressive for someone
like-
starting out.
Yeah, I don't know how I did it. Honestly,
neither
because
do I.
I couldn't do it now. I could not do it now, that's for sure. Because I was working in a cafe. Actually, I had two jobs. I was working in a cafe. I was working in a shoe shop, making these videos in my spare time, and then I still apparently had time for a social life. I don't know how I did it,
How-
Young.
and I still got sleep. I don't know.
We were young.
That
I
is
look
ones.
at it now, I'm
impressive.
like, huh?
Caffeine and no sleep.
Yeah, caffeine and no sleep. No,
But
no,
I
no.
had sleep.
Tig said
I
that-
just
yeah.
don't understand.
I really like some of the Sims creators out there. I really like the 100 Baby Challenges.
Oh,
And
my
I really like Rags to Riches.
We have two
Rags
friends
to riches, yes.
that do a
Your
lot of the
friends?
challenges. Well, maybe I don't know. I call them friends, but it's I'm still yet to ask them.
Yeah,
I'm still yet to formally ask
Yeah,
anyone
yeah.
if they're my friend. So
so it's not Facebook official yet.
yeah, it's not Facebook official yet.
Right, yeah. All right.
Wow, that was so 2012 of you to
I
say.
know, right? Boomers.
Yeah.
Had to beat it to it.
But we've got Opti and Emmylou both do really good Sims content
Yeah.
as well.
Nice.
They
That's
do.
how I was introduced to that style of content. Actually,
I
I didn't know about any of the challenges or anything, and then I hopped into one of Opti's streams. And well, this isn't the challenges, but I hopped into one of Opti's streams, and they were doing building, and I was like, "Wait, is it what? People wait, what?" And then I went up to because Kayla, my wife, does a lot of Sims. She plays a lot of Sims. Yeah, just a little bit.
yeah. So
And I was like, "Did you know that people do like aesthetic builds on Sims?" And she's like, "Yeah, there's like Instagram for it." And I was like, "Wait, what?" I was so blown away. And then I was watching. I was Opti again, yeah, and doing the 100 Baby Challenge, and I was like, "The what?" I said, "Excuse me?" And then once again, go up to Kayla. I'm like, "Have you ever heard of the 100 Baby Challenge?" She's like, "Yeah." And then she explained it to me, and I was like,
There's rules?
"I was like, there was since what?"
Mhm.
I was so blown away.
So I found Sims content through Let's Game It Out on
Notable.
YouTube. Have you heard of Let's Game It Out? Oh, he is the most chaotic YouTuber you've ever seen. He makes a living off breaking games.
Like snapping them?
Oh.
Or?
No.
Oh, no.
So developers come to him and ask him to exploit their games.
Oh, okay. Yep,
And he
yep,
makes
yep.
content from that. And I was watching him. It's actually quite funny to watch. He did one of Enshrouded recently and it was hilarious. And the developers are like, keep doing this, please. And he did a challenge where I think he basically did a Rags to Riches sort of challenge. But then he halfway through, he was like, I don't want to do this anymore. And he just broke the game. And I'm like, this is amazing.
So how did you get from Sims to
Where I
What,
am
Minecraft?
now.
yeah,
and
where you
stuff?
are now? Yeah.
So,
because I
when
know there was
like,
DBD in
Sims-
there. as well.
DBD?
Yeah,
Yep.
so it's really
by
weird.
Daylight.
It's a very common pipeline for Sims players to play Dead by Daylight. It's very common.
Really?
Where's the connection there?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
but
obviously
it's
the
there.
connection
The death. I
is
was going to say the
taking
death.
taking away ladders from
Yeah,
pools
yeah.
and locking people in kitchens and just cook.
Let him cook. No, so when I was like deep in Sims YouTube, I found a YouTuber called Lil Simsy. She's quite big now. She's a Twitch ambassador and stuff like that.
Oh,
But
nice.
she like was quite big on YouTube, and then she started streaming on Twitch and was talking about Twitch in her videos, and I was like, what's Twitch? So then I started like going onto her streams, and then she would talk about her friends, and I was like, there's more than one streamer on Twitch. I was very like, I had no idea about anything. So then I started like jumping to these Sims YouTubers, and I was like, whoa, this is really cool. Like live interaction. I get to like make suggestions on builds or like, like vote on funny things. Like this is really cool. And then I started streaming The Sims. No, my first stream was actually Skyrim.
Nice.
Top tier.
Because I was like, I know this game, so if I won't look like an idiot, if I'm doing something wrong or something. I'll be like, no, this is a plan, blah blah blah. So like I would walk through, and then I did a few IRL streams as well. Like I did like cake baking streams and things like that when
Cool.
I
That is
wanted
cool,
to.
yeah.
Like I was just like, cool, I've got an event to bake a cake for, I'll just stream it off my mobile and things. And like I had a few people come through, and I was like, oh, this is cool. Hi everyone,
We
What?
should do a cake stream.
What?
Oh, we should do a cake stream.
We should do a cake stream.
Actually,
Where we bake a cake.
yeah, let's write that down. I'm gonna send you a Discord message after as well.
Cake baking.
I've just had a really
stream,
idea.
love it.
I've had a really good idea. Continue.
You had
Sorry.
a really idea. Gotcha.
Got a really idea.
Cool. A really idea. It's a real idea.
It's so
yeah.
good that he doesn't know how to English anymore.
Yeah. Right. But then the pipeline of like Sims to Dead by Daylight came because there was a Sims player, a Sims YouTuber, no, Sims streamer, words, that started playing Dead by Daylight once or twice a week, and then she got hooked and then just started streaming it the whole time. And I was like, well, this looks fun. So I got it. I started streaming Dead by Daylight.
As you do, yeah.
Because
As
I
you
was
do,
like,
yeah.
I'm addicted to this game right now. And I streamed it for like, geez, I think 1 or 2 years,
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That is a good effort.
I think. I was a solid Dead by Daylight streamer for a solid year there.
Yeah.
It was wild. It had a massive grip on me.
And
But then,
you were known within that area as well, because I remember once again at PAX we were in that area and there was names
Yeah.
getting passed around and there were
Yeah.
people who knew you. So obviously you had some form of effect on that community,
yeah, so
whether in the
when
game or
you-
streaming.
Yeah, so when you play the game and you keep your name the same, because you can actually change your Steam name and it blah blah blah, it shows up. But people start recognizing your name, and like if they liked playing against you or didn't like playing against you, they'd remember your name, and
Yeah.
then the next time they'd either make your game like a living hell
Yeah.
dodge, blah blah
Yeah,
blah.
yeah.
Like it's not the nicest community when there's negativity, but like your name can hold weight if you play well, basically.
Yeah.
So I met. Ooh,
Sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say I met like a lot of friends through the community because like me, kindness is free. I'm always nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm never like a shit talker or anything like that because I'm there to play a game and have fun, wind down. So I met one of my best friends, Ellie, who's in New Zealand. I met Kiwi Trash Panda, who is also in New Zealand. I've met quite a few people through Dead by Daylight, and then they've also like hung around my community while I've transitioned into crazy gaming.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
How did you
Yeah.
get from that to here?
How did I? I went back to streaming Sims because I was like, this community is mean and it's draining my mental health playing this game all the time, and the game never changes, and I get mad very quickly. So I was like, I'm gonna start streaming The Sims again. And I did, and then I joined the Sims ANZ stream team, which is where I met Opti and I met Emmylou and I met Elliot. Elliot's not a part of the team, but he was in the Discord, and I was like, I'll just follow him and see, blah blah blah. And then I was lurking in Elliot's stream and he was playing Minecraft. And I was like, this looks fun. This looks cool. Oh
And then
my
it
God.
begins.
And it's actually really funny because a regular of my community who's been in my community for like years had actually gifted me Minecraft because I talked about it once. I'm like, I've never played Minecraft. They're like, gifted. Here you go. So I had Minecraft just sitting there.
So you were
Didn't
ready. You
install it
had
or anything.
everything you
Yeah,
needed.
I was ready. I was full ready. And I was watching Elliot. I'm like, this looks like a lot of fun. And you can build, and I build really well in The Sims. So I'm gonna do that. And then I was watching him play hardcore, and I'm like, well, that seems like a good way to learn how to like play the game. So I just started playing hardcore Minecraft. Like I skipped vanilla. I skipped survival.
Just went
and
straight
went
into
straight to hardcore. I did. I learned quick. I learned quickly.
You've got a bit of a cough. Yeah, you would in something like that. Yeah. I never played
what
hardcore.
like I
Was always too scared.
are you too scared to play hardcore?
I played it once.
I can't do it. I don't
No,
think
I know
it's
you can't.
fun.
You little bitch.
No, I'm gonna stop doing that actually.
I play a lot of modded is what I did.
Actually I guess that's thanks to you then, that because I sometimes I sit there trying to figure out how I've met everyone. And I don't know, because sometimes people are just there.
Yeah.
Like 1 second you don't know them, and then next second you're like best mates with them, and you're like, how did that even come to be? And for instance, like Elliot, I have no idea. I don't know where I came across Elliot. No idea.
I met him through you.
Obviously.
Well, I met you through Elliot because of Gumtree.
Oh, is that okay? That was where I was going to go to, because I was going to say I also don't know where I met you, and well, that makes sense. But I don't know. I think
I honestly remember like finding out about you through Gumtree because Gumtree was your SMP, right?
Yeah.
But I don't remember how he got from. I know of Anthony YTG to Ant's my friend. I don't know where that pipeline is.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Idea.
I don't know either.
Let's just say PAX. Where you sat down and was able to
it was
like
a little
chat.
bit pre-PAX. PAX was probably the
It was
point where
pre-PAX, but it was
consolidated a friendship. Because that first PAX back, everyone was really, really not standoffish, but careful.
Yeah.
I just remember like how I got your attention because I saw you walking and Elliot's like, oh, that's Anthony. I was like, oh, Ant. And then you were like, you were like, oh, and then you like had forgotten something. So you turned around and walked away. And I was like, oh, I'll wait for him to come back again. And then I was like, oh, Anthony. And you like weren't hearing. So I just went up and like stood in front of you and was like, hey. And you were like, oh my God, hi.
I was in a world of my own.
It was
That's adorable.
very funny.
That was out the front of the
Wombat Theater or something.
Yes, yeah. I was in a world of my own. But that PAX was massive for me because prior to how do I word this correctly? Streaming can be a very or at least Twitch, I don't know about other places, but Twitch can be a very lonely place. Depending on how you look at it.
Yeah, of course.
And I remember prior to that, and this is no offense to anyone, all right? This is just how my brain worked.
Here we go.
Prior to that, I was like, these are my streamer acquaintances. I know this person because they stream in the same category as me.
Work colleagues.
Yeah.
Even like
even lower
we work
than a
in the same building sort of thing.
Yeah.
And it was only because coming out of COVID, it was the internet. You're always told, don't meet people that you meet on the internet, And I remember saying I think I said it on stream. I'm like, they always tell you not to meet these people that you meet on the internet, and I'm literally going to meet about 40 of them on the weekend. I'm so nervous.
I never had that problem because I played a lot of WoW and I was very guild orientated at the time. I know, right?
Wow.
I played a lot. I played a lot of that as a kid. So and I was very active in the guild that I was in for a long time. We were always in Discord calls, video chats.
Yeah.
I have most of them on Facebook. I have most of them on Discord still. I've met two of them. But I never had that mentality, but I do understand.
I did.
But like rocking up to PAX, that first interaction with the first person, I'm pretty sure it was you guys actually. That first interaction, I was like, I was like, I'm good. I'm good. These
Yeah.
people are nice. And there is nothing, like there is no awkwardness. We went out for dinner however many times.
Which is how it should be, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went out for dinner. There was we had lunch together. There was so many different
Bit cute.
things, and
Yeah.
it was just easy.
It
Yeah.
was. And
There
like
was no.
But
that's what I
also,
love about oh,
like
oh
attracts like.
Yes. Yeah.
mhm. Yeah, like that's kind of what I was gonna say is like the thing about Twitch and like online spaces is that you're going to hang out in places with A, your hobbies, what you enjoy, B, you're gonna hang around like-minded people because like attracts like, and three, like you're gonna hang in communities that you feel safe and you feel welcome in. And that's going to translate offline. I mean, like, yeah, people are going to be awkward because it's like meeting in for the first time. A lot of people are introverts in this space, but like, their values, their moral compass, and you know what they're into. So
Yeah.
like, you don't really get that a lot meeting people just IRL, like through work meeting.
Yes.
There's going to
Yeah.
be clashes and differences, but these people are your people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. And you've meeting them after being in their channel, because I think we'd been hanging out on Twitch for months beforehand, and
Mm.
it's not just like a 15-minute thing here and there where it's like, hey,
Yeah,
how have
exactly.
you been? It's like,
How's
multiple
your
hours per
weekend?
week,
You're
and
just
Yeah.
straight into hanging out,
yeah,
basically.
and then once you meet up in real life, it's just an extension of that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
But
it's
no one ever
seamless.
tells you that. So that
No,
first
they
PAX,
don't.
I remember. Actually, I first met Elliot at the partner mixer.
Yeah, because he
And I
pointed
walked,
you out, so I was like,
yeah,
"Oh, right,
I
yeah."
walked in and I was like, sort of, hey, how's it going? And he was like, hey, how are you? And it was that first initial like feeling each other out sort of thing. Like,
Mm.
are you cool? Yeah, you're cool. Okay, I feel like I'm cool. The same with Elaine. Actually, I really got
Yeah.
along with Elaine, and we were standing across from each other, and I was like,
All I can think
Elaine,
of.
and she was like, Anne. And we'd been playing on the same server together.
Yeah, 'cause country.
And I was like, um, oh, I thought it was you, and she did the same thing, and then we sat down and sort of that initial 5 seconds of awkwardness, and then it was like,
Mhm.
how's
Oh,
things?
it's
You know,
easy.
yeah, it
All
was
I
like,
can
Yeah.
think of is those videos of like you got two really cute and friendly dogs that go to the park and they see each other at the same time. They look at each other and they're like, "Red," and the other one's like, "Red," and then they just sprint
yeah,
off together, like
zoomies.
having a lot of fun. And
It's
it's
just like
like,
kindergarten.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. But that's
Yeah.
exactly what it was like. That first initial reaction's like, hey, how you doing? And then walking around PAX was like,
your mum drops you off at PAX. It's like, "Here's Anthony, go make some friends."
Bye, Mom.
I'm glad you did bring up the sort of the mental health behind DBD side.
Yeah.
I would like to chat. One of the big focuses of this is bringing to light sort of mental health around gaming and content creation as well.
Mhm.
Do you have a cozy game that you like to play when you're a little bit down? Or a space, say like on Twitch that you just like to watch. If you're just having a, you're just like, "Ugh, I can't be bothered
Well,
today."
honestly, like if I'm feeling down, I'm instantly in a friend stream. Like it doesn't matter who's streaming. If someone's live, it's someone in our friend group gonna just be like, okay. Like I'm earthed. I'm like
Yeah,
down. I'm like,
I'm where I need to be.
this is real. Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah,
cool. I'm leveling out. Because friends make me feel happy.
yeah,
But like a game, it's not really I don't really have like a certain game that I gravitate to. It's more like just kind of do I feel like being completely in control of what's happening? I'll play Minecraft. If do I
yeah.
feel like or The Sims? Do I
Mm.
want to just like explore a world and,
Forget.
have encounters? I'll play
Oh
Baldur's
yeah,
Gate,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
do I wanna run a farm? I'll play Stardew. It just really depends, like, on what my ADHD hyperfixation is at the time as well.
Yeah,
Like, I'll just
that's a big
open
one.
the game and just keep going and
yeah,
keep going until it's dry. Um, but I think when I'm down, it's more the space I'm hanging out in. It has to be a friend. Like, I can't go and find new streamers when I'm down.
yeah,
Um, and I'm hanging with a friend, and either I'm lurking or I'm, like, really active in their chat. There's no in between.
Yeah.
Because I know that with like when I hang out in your streams, and like I'm like there, and I'll like join in the conversation like every now and then, but I'm like kind of in that limbo between lurking and not and like being active.
Yeah.
But when I need the grounding and I need to be okay, I'm like really one end of the scale or the other.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Which I get. I'm the same.
Oh,
I'm the same.
definitely.
Which was actually my next question. Do you have a space that you like to go, like YouTube or Twitch? I'm the same. I tend to either go to friends. Most of the time I'll just lurk. And I'll just have them on because I find, especially majority of the people in like our group everyone's got that cozy sort of
100%.
sort of vibe, and even just being there just makes me feel a little bit better.
One person that I find that I'm more active in when I am down is actually Stella's stream.
Stella's, yep.
Because she has amazing conversations that I'm like, I want to be a part of this and like, just talk about it. And she has a way of talking about heavy topics without them being heavy.
Yes,
If
yeah,
that makes
yeah.
sense.
Which is a
And
skill. 'Cause I can't do
definitely.
that.
big skill. Oh god, no, I can't do it either. I start crying, but like she does it really well, and I like to be a part of those conversations because it does admittedly take a load off my shoulders as well to just
Yep.
get things out as
Yeah,
well.
exactly. Yeah.
I just get really
Without
awkward and laugh at bad
trauma
times. It's like, this isn't funny. I don't mean to laugh. I'm sorry. And then I kind of have to leave.
This is just my nervous situation.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know how to deal with this.
The laughing at bad times. I like 3 years ago I had an incident at work. I fell downstairs. Like I fell down a staircase and I
Lord.
went back upstairs and I went up to my boss and I'm like, just fell down the stairs.
Yeah,
I'm just,
see, I
like,
do the same, though.
laughing. And she's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like,
No.
"Nope, I probably need to do an incident report."
Yeah, it was me the other day. I slipped on the stairs and I almost went down and I just started laughing. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with me?
It was a whole atrium too with like glass walls. So like everyone in the building saw that I just tumbled.
Just get
And
back
you were
up
like-
and pretend like nothing happened.
No. You fall down to the bottom of the stairs, you get up, brush it off, you're like, ah!
Exactly.
Everyone's like, okay, fair enough. I'm the same
would
sometimes.
have if I wasn't in shock, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same
Depends
sometimes.
on who it is for me.
Yeah. If it's like someone really close to me, and I could like go, I'm so sorry. But if it's someone I don't really know that much, I'll just be like,
Yeah.
just deadpan face and okay.
I'm the opposite. I laugh way too much at strangers. It's so bad.
Yeah, so that's what I was going to say. Friends, unless it's a not as serious situation, it's a little bit of laughing is okay. But strangers, see a stranger fall down the stairs, I'm like, oh, I shouldn't laugh at that, but that's funny.
You know what? Am I evil for this? If I see a stranger fall down a set of stairs, I will
laugh.
audibly piss myself laughing. And
I
I feel so bad about it.
will laugh, proceed to make sure if they're okay, and then laugh some more.
And I think this is because of like Australia's Funny Stone videos and all that
definitely.
sort of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
We grew up with like
Yeah.
conditioned to laughing at pain. And Dad mentioned it once. He was like, I don't like that I do it. He's like, I hate that I do it.
It depends on the pain for me. Like, I really don't like seeing people like, those people who skateboard down the ramps and they fall off the skateboard and bang, right up in between the legs. I can't laugh at those. I look away straight away.
I had a
But
friend.
you get hit in the ball with a soccer ball, face of the soccer ball, I'm going to laugh.
Yeah. I had a friend. We were riding motorbikes, and
No.
it was quite a small track, but I'd just gone for my ride. It was fine. We had a look at the track. It was perfectly fine. He come around the corner and up over a jump and just hit it at the wrong gear. Went up, and the bike kept going, and he started falling earlier than the bike and landed. And I've just pissed myself laughing very loud. I was like, oh my God. And he's up there going, and I was like, oh, dude, you should have seen that. Wow. I was pissed
That
at him.
was sick, dude.
And I was like laughing at him saying, are you all right? Are you all right? And he was like, why are you laughing? And I was like, I don't actually know.
I
I'm
think
so
I know
sorry.
where we get a lot of that from. Our parents. Because
Yeah,
I remember as
that's-
a kid, I nutted myself on my bike.
Ooh.
I put my front handlebars on a little bit too hard. I went forward. The bike went with me. I slammed back down and fell off. I went inside. Mum was like, "Can you go outside and do that again? That was funny." And I'm like, "What do you mean that was funny? That hurt."
Australia's funniest home videos and America's funniest home videos.
Yeah.
It's a whole bunch of pain comedy.
Yes, and yeah, we are 100% conditioned to it. Like, little things I think are funny, but like, but serious, like, you know,
Yeah,
I won't.
that's a tough one. That's a tough one.
That's right, buddy.
Anyway, back to the conversation.
Right, yeah, tangents, ADHD.
Sure.
So in content creation, obviously you're always on the camera. It's tough to sort of take that time for yourself when you need it, and sometimes it's tough to put on, put on that face or whatnot.
Put on the mask, yeah.
How do you go about like sort of managing this? I struggle. I know I struggle a lot when I'm having like down times. I struggle to say, I'm not feeling the best. I'm not going to be streaming tonight.
Yeah,
and I feel like across the board that's pretty
that's pretty standard.
Pretty standard, yeah. Because it's just something that you always hear, like, got to be consistent. You set a schedule and you got to stick to your schedule.
Yeah.
But it's also something that's ingrained from childhood. Is, you know, if you're not okay half the time, you don't need to reach out. You can deal with it yourself.
Yeah.
Which is not a good mindset to have.
Stress.
Exactly.
Which is why
just relax.
One of the reasons why we wanted to do this is talk about that, talk about this, and you know,
normalize it. Yeah,
normalize
100%.
Do you have any tips? Is what I'm getting at. Do you have any tips on what people can do to sort of what am I trying to say?
Good question.
I don't know.
To still have a community and still be
so to be open and honest and straightforward about with how you feel, while also still maintaining the people there. Yeah.
To be honest, that's how I've built mine, is that I do try and remove stigmas about neurodivergency, mental health, struggles that everyone goes through every day, because, you know, you could be going through like the hardest thing of your life and no one's going to like sit there and be like, congratulations for getting out of bed today, or like, you know, you've left the house, that's really great, because, you know, we live in a neurotypical society that's normal and, you know, that's expected, right? I've built the community to, you know, we're open, we're honest about that without like obviously bringing the mood down.
Yeah.
But like I'm always open with how I'm feeling. Like, you know, every stream I start with like a little chatting and I'm like checking in. How is everyone doing? I'm doing great. Or like, I'm not doing too well. I've got a bit of a headache, blah, 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 but I wanted to hang out with you guys. You know, or sometimes I won't stream. Like sometimes I'll sit there like ready, like all my lights on and everything, and I just can't hit the button.
Yeah.
And that's when I'm like, okay, that's when I need to take the step back. But like, I like being open and I like being honest about it, because everyone goes through it in some shape or form or the other. And I don't want people feeling alone in that as well.
Oh, of
Yes.
course.
So,
Yeah. And it's hard.
Yeah.
Like, props to you, because it's hard. I still struggle with it a lot. I know in my first year and a bit, if I was feeling down, I would, unfortunately, I just make up an excuse. I'd just be like, sorry, can't do it tonight because
Such and such and such and such. Yeah.
yeah, my dog.
Need to wash the cat.
Yeah, I need to wash the cat. You know, I need to take my porcupine out for a walk, or you know,
My
whatever,
cat's
whatever it is.
brother's
Need to
daughter's
water the
son.
front porch. Sorry. Like,
Need to go
no, they
mow.
weren't
Need to go-
like, I'd find a legitimate excuse.
Get back in
It
your
was
lawn.
like, I'd look for things. Like if I was down, if I was like, you know, I had a really
You'd
terrible
find
day
a
today,
reason.
I was like, I'd look at, you know, how's Kayla going with Addie? Is she struggling a little bit? Then I'd go, oh, sorry guys, I can't stream because Addie's acting up. I'm going to go and help Kayla. Where Kayla's like, it's fine. Just go and do it. I can deal with this. But I'd look for that excuse. Nowadays, I can't look, I don't look for those excuses. They actually legitimately happen.
Yeah.
2 kids is a lot harder than 1. But,
Oh, definitely.
but I struggled with that for a long time. It took a long time for me to go, hey guys, I'm not doing too well today. I'm not streaming.
also,
Or finishing
there is
early.
there is a big stigma as well around like mask presenting people as well to have mental health issues. Like,
Yeah.
oh, be tough, like suck it up, like don't show emotion and stuff like that. And I'm like,
Which Thankfully,
Not
we
really.
are moving away from that these days.
We are.
We're
and
still
I'm
It's
very
heavily-
slow.
happy.
It's
Yeah.
slow, but we are moving away from that, which
Yeah.
I, over the last year, have found myself being a hell of a lot more open and straightforward to the people who I know care about me. About how, like, if I'm in a shit day, I'll message you like, hey, I'm feeling like shit. I probably won't reply today. And they're like, yeah, that's cool. That's fine.
Yeah.
Talk to me when you're ready. And vice versa. And 5 years ago, not even a year ago, I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
Which
yeah.
emotional development is key.
Yes. Yeah.
But it is a hard thing to do, especially when you've been having a bad day.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then you
last thing I want to do, if I'm having a really bad day, the last thing I want to do is talk about it.
Yeah.
Last thing.
Which at the end of the day, sometimes is something you have to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if you don't talk about it, Zoe actually was really good for it. Is I used to hate when we'd have an issue. The way that I grew up and the way that I do is everything, I process everything in here and then it's done. I'm over it. 10 minutes later, I'm fine. I'm good to go. Probably not a healthy way, but Zoe was very confrontational about it. She needed to voice it, needed to get it out, needed to process it, which I'm very much like that these days. I have to talk about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Otherwise, it sits in the back of the head and I'm like overthinking it. It spirals, I spiral, and then I turn into a mess for the day thinking everybody hates me. When
I'm not even going to make the joke. It
Which
went through
isn't
my
true.
head. I'm not even.
oh no,
making
I
it.
had the joke as well.
I'm the same as well. I
Yeah.
walk away from. I think that may have a little bit to do with the ADHD as well.
So ADHD, and I've learned over the last few years, feel emotions on what would be considered a manic level.
Yes.
You
And
feel
it's
them intensely.
The replay in your head, that like those couple of monologues that are like, what did I do? Why did I do that? Do
Yep.
they hate me now? And then what are they thinking about? What are they thinking about me?
Which in turn spirals you into a point, and then
and then I end up being like, did I do something wrong?
Yeah.
And they're
Oh,
like,
look, I'm-
what? And you're like, sorry, bye.
I'm like that with a friendship at the moment. I know that I've done things wrong,
God,
but we've been a few days without talking. Every day we speak. We've been a couple of days. It's only been 1 or 2 messages, and in the head it's like, oh shit, what have I done?
Yeah, yeah.
I know that they're having a rough time at the moment. It has nothing to do with me, as far as I know, but there's still that thought in their head
That
was like,
thought,
well,
yeah.
what did I say? What did I do? Yeah. I'm like, well, I'm going to give them the space that they need to come to me. But then I'm like, should I just call them and see if what's wrong? It's like, no, I can't do that.
The final question I do
I
have
can't be crazy.
on this topic is, do you have anything you could say to someone new coming into the content creation space that would help them sort of
Like me.
not bad, like, how do I word this correctly? Because the word, I don't like the wording of the way I've got it set down, but help them better manage their mental health. Like, as in, like, so my tip is, turn off your account and don't worry about it. That would be my personal tip. Do you
Yeah.
have anything along those lines to help someone new coming into the space?
Honestly, I've got a few because I listen to them myself. Is really listening to yourself and how you're feeling in general. And don't try and be something you're not. Don't try and mask up just for the sake of masking up, A lot of people in the space prefer that genuinity. Is that the word? Being genuine
I don't think that is a word, no.
over faking it,
Yep.
and also do things that you enjoy, because the joy that you're experiencing, like playing said game or doing said activity, will come through that screen, and you'll bring in the right people will stay.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
And at the end of the day, you want to build that community that
exactly.
you want to hang out with.
It's an interesting
Yeah.
thing because growing up watching YouTube and like big people like PewDiePie and all that who would come into a video and put on that mask. And then I think it was a
Yes.
couple of years ago where he was like, you know what? I'm just going to do what I want to do. And then watching the community change and him change and how he is so much happier doing
Yeah.
what he's doing. It's one of those things that you see.
You can
all
visibly,
over the
you
place.
can visibly see it.
And no, even like
Oh.
going into the content creation space, like I'm fairly new to it all, trying to give it a go again and all that. So like it's you hear the advice and you're like, oh, cool, I'm going to do that. But then once you get into it, you don't really sort of think about it. But then
Yes,
you
yeah.
see it everywhere and you're like, why aren't I doing that?
Yep. Yeah, it
Yeah.
took me probably number one, I didn't turn off my numbers until about a year into it.
I don't even know if I've got them on.
And and every time I'd have a dip,
You'd notice
I'd be
it.
like, I'm a shit content creator. No one
Yeah.
likes me. Why am I even doing this?
What am I doing wrong? Yeah.
I'd go back and watch the VOD and I'm like, why didn't people show up? You know,
Being
and
too self-critical, essentially.
yeah, and that had happened midstream.
Oh, really?
Like I'd be watching the numbers and it's gone from, 13 to 8. And I'm like, I just lost 5 people. What did I say?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Yeah.
And then I'd completely change the topic
Which
and
I
just be
guess-
constantly sitting there
Why
going,
would you do this?
It's not necessarily you. It's the transient.
flow of Twitch.
Yeah, it's just the way that Twitch is. Like
Yep.
people come and go. There's always going to be a couple of people who stick around, but yeah, people are always in and out. I think TikTok has been really good for you in that because
the
people come and go
TikTok.
like crazy.
I went the other week and because I've got Tickfinity up at the moment and I can't find out how to turn off the viewer count
Mhm.
number
I
on the
can't
top of the
either.
thing. So I've just been pushing it off my screen so I can't see it. But for a little while there, I had it on there. And the first big stream that I had on there, it went from 20 people up to 280. And initially seeing that, sweaty.
Yep.
I was like,
Right?
man,
Yeah.
holy shit, there's a lot of people here. I was like, well, okay. And like instantly, there was a lot of people here instantly.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Mhm.
oh, dude. And then it dropped back down to 80. And I was like, what did I do?
Yeah.
And then-
But that's
but at the same time, I was like, I don't care.
yeah, it's TikTok
like-
being literally
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
swiping through and they
And then
see it
the-
live and
Yeah.
And then the next big one was That's Not My Neighbor. And I had,
like 600, 800 or something like that, wasn't it?
no, the max was 1,000
Oh shit.
and
I know, right?
1,400.
That's a big
I
number.
seen that number come up and I literally freaked out. I like
As you
legitimately
do,
felt like instant sweat. And I was like, and I just kept on playing and I was like, that's
yeah,
a lot
just
of-
push through it. Yeah.
and then it dropped back down to like 600. And even then I was still freaking out a little bit.
Yeah, because
And
that's a lot
then-
of people.
As I started wrapping up, I said, all right, this is probably going to be the last one. It dropped down to like 120. And
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
oh,
I can
It's time to
breathe
wind down a
again.
little
I can
bit.
breathe again. And the whole time my chest was tight. I was like, oh, look, there's a doppelganger there.
There's a top
But-
over yonder.
I imagine that would help quite a
It
lot
did, yes.
because you get to experience those big highs and big lows, and then,
Because it's not all the time. It's like, not all the time. It's you that they're clicking away from. Sometimes it's
you're not the problem. Is what
yeah.
you're saying.
Sometimes you're not the problem.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just the vibe. Sometimes it's the
It's not what they're looking for.
The time. Sometimes they've seen something else that might be
Yeah.
on, especially on Twitch. You might be watching someone, and then a little notification comes up and says such and such is live, and you're like, oh,
Yeah, pop over there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go watch them.
Yeah. It happens all the time, and but it took me a long time to learn that.
Oh no, definitely, and that's something that I know. I think I've got turned off from the get go from the last time I had OBS installed because that was one of the things that you said was like turn your view account off. Don't worry about it. Don't even look at it. Look at it afterwards to see how everything's, how it's gone. Check out your analytics and stuff, but don't focus on it. And also, don't go into it expecting to make money from the get go.
No.
It's
No.
you're doing it for fun
Yeah.
because otherwise it
exactly.
turns into a drag and
Oh no!
you just get burnt out. And
I just got a notification saying that Addie's trying to do something on the Switch, and she's entering in a pin.
she's trying to buy games.
Parental controls. That's all I had for the mental health topics.
Yeah, I don't think I really have anything. Like it's just it's just an interesting thing overall. The content creation, like
yeah.
getting into it, like
The hard thing about content creation is, Ant touched on it a bit before, but it is very isolating.
Yeah.
Like you meet a lot of amazing people through it, and you meet a lot of amazing friends and, mutuals and stuff like that. But like it is just you at the end of the day,
Yes.
like doing all of it. It's your brain making the content, it's your stream, it's you streaming the game, and you've just kind of got to kind of put out the vibe that you want to receive back, but like
Yes.
also keep like checking in with yourself because it is very hard to
Of course.
kind
That's one of the
keep
things that I
relying
really
on
like
yourself.
about this is because there's 3 of us at the moment.
Yes. Yeah.
And
yeah.
can all sort of, one of us has an idea and the other one's like, no, that's shit. Or no, that is really good. We should 100% dive into that and explore it. And, you can bounce off each
That's
other.
why
and
I loved the D&D stream that we did.
Mm.
Number one, the Minecraft D&D and also the D&D
so
stream.
good.
Yeah.
They're solidifying moments for me in my content creation journey, because they're the moments where I see that I'm not alone.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not just me sitting in my room playing video games, because at the end of the day, that's what it is. It doesn't matter how many people you've got in your chat.
No.
Sometimes you just sit there and you're like,
Yeah, which is what I really like about this is, you can go back to doing your own stream and all that sort of stuff, but at the end of the day, there's somebody you can ring up and be like, hey, what do you think of this idea?
yeah, and that's where the community comes
Yeah.
into it. There's been times where I've sent you a message and said, hey, Teagues, can you help me out with this?
Which, proves that you're not necessarily alone just because you're not got that person next to you.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Literally, I remember when you were like, I've got a really cool idea. Do you have like time to chat? I'm like, I'm on my lunch break at work. Let's go.
Yeah,
like,
we
he
literally
called me up.
Discord.
He told me about
yeah.
the podcast. And I was like, this is sick, dude. Like, it's gonna be awesome. Like,
I remember when he first come to me, we were sitting in his kitchen. Did you have the new table then? Was this
Yes,
before?
yeah,
So we were
yeah.
sitting at a brand new D&D table, brand new kitchen table, and I
Oh,
think it wasn't
so
long before PAX. He's like, he walked in, I come in, I think we were setting up for something. He's like, I've had an idea and I want to pitch it to you. What do you think of this? He's like, I want to do a podcast. And I'm like, I'm in.
Yeah, I
Let's go.
didn't
Let's
think
do
it was
it.
going to be that easy, actually.
And like, it just, as soon as he said, it's like, hey, let's do this. I'm like, that is a great idea. Let's do it. And he's like, yes.
I'm keen for more things like this. I know we've spoken about some ideas.
Some collaborations.
And, I know there's a lot of people working together in amongst our community that makes me excited for what's to come. I'm really excited.
me too.
So that's good. That's good.
I'm excited to see what it is because obviously I don't know anything about this.
Yeah, look, it's top secret.
Top secret.
You need to be on a. You need to be. You're not in the group. No, I'm just kidding.
That's fine. I'm going to take my microphone and go over here.
No,
Gonna
well,
get one of those
that's
plastic dividers.
that's about all we have time for tonight. That was an easy hour and a half.
Oh,
Holy
definitely.
moly.
We could go for
Yeah,
another
that
half an
was-
hour easy.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Easy.
Well and truly. So thank you so much for coming on
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for joining us.
And thank you for-
This was great.
talking about
Myself.
not only gaming but
Yeah.
also some heavy stuff as well. I really do appreciate it.
Yes.
If anyone doesn't know you, where can they find you?
Yes, tell us.
I am boxes_foxes everywhere. And I also have a tech YouTube channel called Foxie Tech.
Which
Nice.
I will vouch for. It's like
I'm gonna have to
you
go
put a
follow
lot
it.
of effort into the editing.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go
Um,
subscribe.
Yes, go and subscribe. Like and subscribe.
Subscribe.
And big vouch for Teagues. Obviously, I've said it a couple of times in the podcast. Very good friend of mine, amazing content creator,
Very cool person.
very cool person.
Thanks, guys.
Definitely
Stop
go and
it,
drop a follow.
you.
Stop.
Stop. Definitely. Where can we find you, Nick?
Me? That's a good question. Pretty much everywhere that you can type in the Drop Bear King, you'll probably find me.
That's really weird. I don't
Well,
want to
that's-
bring up where I'm thinking, but anyway.
Well, not everywhere. Although I did say to a friend the other day, I'm going to start one of these. And they were like, no. And I'm not going to. It was a joke because I need money. I'm poor.
Drop Bear King, the Drop Bear
The
King.
Drop Bear King.
Don't just type in Drop Bear King because I've made that mistake a couple
Yeah,
of
no, it
times.
has to be the Drop Bear King because, you need to be the one and only.
Yep. And you
so,
can find
Twitch,
me
YouTube, Instagram,
Instagram, Twitter,
Twitter,
or X.
and TikTok.
Blech.
Blech.
You can find me Anthony YTG on pretty much everything. It's variations, but if you type in that, it'll come up with the variation. But yeah, if you guys are listening on the podcast, we do this live on Friday nights at 7 p.m. AEDT.
Give or take a couple of minutes.
Give
Yeah.
or take a couple of minutes here and there because tech. We're still figuring this thing out. Okay, still figuring this thing out. But thank you so much for watching and listening.
We appreciate you.
We appreciate you all. Teagues, thank you so much for coming on.
Appreciate you too, Teagues.
Thank you for
And,
having me.
And we do need to stick around. We're gonna go on a quick break. We are gonna say goodbye to Teagues, but we do need to stick around because we did promise that we were going to talk about the game club thing.
We did, yes. We need
And
to wrap
I
that
was
up.
sick a couple of weeks ago when we were supposed to talk about it. So we do need to do that.
Yes.
But Teagues, once again, thank you so much. I appreciate the heck out of you. And I'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Yes.
Yes.
Excited.
Podcast wise, catch you later, guys. We'll be back next week. Thank you for listening.